Hi everybody, and welcome to my channel. And here are my predictions for this weekend's Premiership matches. Let's start with tonight's match. Nottingham Forest versus Newcastle. Well, at the moment, Nottingham Forest are 14th and Newcastle are 5th. So far, Nottingham Forest have won 6, lost 12. Newcastle won 11, lost 3. And of course, last weekend Newcastle beat Wolves. In this one, I'm going to go for Nottingham Forest 1. Newcastle 2. Newcastle to win 2-1. Aston Villa versus Bournemouth. Well, Bournemouth are 18th at the moment. Villa are 11th. Villa so far have won 10, lost 11. Bournemouth have won 6 and lost 14. And of course, Villa drew last weekend with West Ham, against West Ham. Villa have won 10, lost 11. Bournemouth have won 6 and lost 14. This one I'm going to go for Villa. Villa to win. Villa 2. Bournemouth 0. And of course, Bournemouth beat Liverpool last weekend. That was a good result for them. But it still puts them in the bottom 3. Brentford versus Leicester City. Brentford are 8th and Leicester, they are 16th. Brentford have won 10, lost 5. Leicester have won 7 and lost 16. This match, one with Leicester, it won't be easy against Brentford because Brentford never make it easy for any team. And you can see why Leicester are struggling at the moment. This season, they're having a terrible season. They didn't buy any new players in the January transfer window. I don't know, they might have to bring in some new players in the summer. That's if Brendan Rodgers is still there at the start of next season. He might not be. He might get the sack at the end of the season. But anyway, I'm going to go for Brentford. Brentford to win. Brentford 2. Leicester 0. Although saying that, it'll probably end up being a draw. Those two will probably end up drawing 2-2. I wouldn't be surprised. Southampton versus Tottenham. Of course, Southampton are bottom and Tottenham are 4th. It looks like that Southampton might be playing in the Championship next season, the way results are going. Their season's going. And of course, Tottenham got back to winning ways last weekend. Southampton have won 6, lost 17, and you could see why Southampton are where they are. They really are struggling this season. It looks like that this might be the season that they finally go down from the Premiership. And of course, Tottenham want results for a different reason. They want to finish 4th. I want to be in the Champions League next year. Anyway, Southampton have won 6, lost 17. Tottenham have won 15 and lost 9. This one I'm going to go for Southampton 0, Tottenham 1. Although saying that, Southampton will probably end up going beating Tottenham. It depends on how Tottenham play, which Tottenham turn up. Anyway, I'm going to go for Tottenham to win. Wolves versus Leeds. Wolves 13th and Leeds are second from bottom, 19th. It looks like Leeds might be a team that's heading to the Championship. I did predict that they would at the start of the season. I'm still going to stick by my prediction, even though it might come down to the last match of the season. Anyway, I'm going to go Wolves have won 7, lost 14. Leeds have won 5 and lost 13. The Wolves are not having a very good season this time. And of course, Wolves lost last weekend to Newcastle. Anyway, I'm going to go for Wolves. Wolves, I don't know about this one. I'm going to go for a draw. Wolves 1, Leeds 1. I wasn't going to go for a Wolves win, but it'll probably end up being a draw. Chelsea versus Everton. Well, of course, Chelsea have won their last few games. But in Everton, they've won last weekend. They're 15th at the moment, and Chelsea, of course, are 10th. It really won't be. Chelsea have got to go on an amazing run from now to the end of the season if they want to finish in the top 4, which I don't think they'll do, and the other teams above them to start dropping points. Anyway, Chelsea have won 10, lost 9. Everton have won 6 and lost 14. In this one, I'm going to go for Chelsea. Chelsea 1, Everton 0. Arsenal versus Crystal Palace. This is the only match that's been Premiership match that's been played on Sunday. Of course, Arsenal were knocked out of the Europa League last night, and Crystal Palace, they've sacked Patrick Vieira. I can't really understand why Crystal Palace did that. Moment of panic. They should have stuck with him, because Crystal Palace are not in any danger of being dragged into the relegation fight. But of course, they haven't won many matches. That's the usual panic measures by a football club to sack the manager when they now need to. And of course, Arsenal have won 21, lost 3. Crystal Palace have won 6 and lost 12. This one, I'm going to go for Arsenal. Arsenal 3, Crystal Palace 0. Well, that's the end of my predictions for this weekend's Premiership matches. Like, comment, subscribe, and of course there'll be no video next week because of the international break. I'll see you all again after the international break.